As the coronavirus pandemic continues to rage across the United States, in fact, we have just come off of a series of weeks where we have had more than 100,000 new cases per day. In fact, most days over 150,000 new cases per day. The deaths are increasing. Hospitals across the country, cities across the country are seeing hospital capacity reached. We're back to where we were at the beginning of this thing, except in a much worse position. In spite of all of this happening right now, Donald Trump has not attended a coronavirus press briefing, or excuse me, coronavirus meeting in 5 months. So count back 5 months, folks, from November to October, September, August, July, June. Since June, Donald Trump has not attended a coronavirus task force meeting. Things were very bad in June, okay? That wasn't even at a time when things were starting to get better. That didn't happen until, August-ish, maybe into September, and that was only slightly better. But for months before that even happened, Trump just said, screw it, I'm out. This is the big reason he didn't win re-election. Now, don't get me wrong. 71 million Americans looked at the death and destruction that he has caused and said, ooh, give me 4 more years of that. Well, 71 million people can also be idiots collectively and temporarily. They're not always all idiots, I'm sure. But either way, 5 months since the man has attended one of these meetings. He stopped caring back in June, folks. And he didn't even start caring about it till April. So he spent a good, 2 months out of the year acting like he gave a damn about the pandemic. And then just said, I'm done. That's it. That's all we got. And yet last weekend, he had enough time to go golfing on both Saturday and Sunday. He had enough time in the 2 weeks before the election to hold 2, 3, sometimes even 4 rallies a day, but didn't have a single friggin' second over 5 months to attend one of these meetings to find out what the hell was going on with this pandemic. And instead, the few times he decides to talk about it during those 5 months, he calls it the China virus. The China virus. This is the goddamn Trump virus at this point, you asshole. You did this to us. Your negligence did this to us. This is on you. This is on you 100%. This isn't about the Democratic states or the Republican states. This isn't about, it's surging in the red states. Ha ha. No, this is about one man, the leader of this country during the pandemic, Donald Trump, being so incompetent and corrupt and stupid that hundreds of thousands of Americans went to an early grave. That's his legacy. That will forever be his legacy. Once the dust settles off of this election, once people can finally see clearly and the partisanship has died off a little bit, which does tend to happen after the election, the results certified, all that, it will die off a bit. People are going to see clearly what this man did to us. And that is why I have no fear whatsoever about him saying, I may run again in 2024. Go ahead. People are going to start hating you more once they remember what competent leadership looks like.